Thank you for choosing to join us again today for Devotions with Brother Aaron. I hope these little devotions are proven to be a blessing to you. And if they are, I want to encourage you to do something for me in whatever format you're hearing these, whether it be Facebook or YouTube or whatever. There is a mechanism for you to share these devotions on your timeline. I want to ask you to do that. They're blessing you. Maybe they'll bless somebody else. So just reach down wherever it is with your pointer or your finger and hit the share button, and I'll appreciate you doing that. Today's devotion is entitled The Victim Card. When I served as the Associational Missionary for the Troup Baptist Association, there were some posters on the wall in the fellowship hall area of the Missions and Ministry Center. I assume they were placed there by Sherri Brown, who leads Circles of Troup, which is a poverty-elimination program that meets there once a week. One poster is entitled The Totally Responsible Person. It reads, "Everything that happens to me provides me with opportunities for learning and growth. I cannot blame anyone else for how I feel, what I do, or the attitude I choose." The other is entitled Victim Mentality. It reads, "If things are going wrong or badly or not to my liking, then someone else is to blame. It is necessary to identify the people, circumstances, or sources that explain why things are not as I think they should be. Blame must be determined and accepted by the wrongdoer, and things must be made right. I am justified in being emotionally upset." Now, using those two statements, it doesn't take a genius to figure out where society, the church, and many people we know line up. It's easy to play the victim card. As I sat at my computer writing this devotion, I had just returned from an evangelism crusade where I heard the guest evangelist say, "I don't believe in excuses. Everybody has circumstances." Wow. To which I say a hearty amen. Life happens to all of us. It's not a question of whether we will experience difficulties, setbacks, and even tragedies in life. We will. The question is, how will we handle them when they occur? Will we adopt the victim mentality and blame somebody else for what we are experiencing and demand that they make things right? Or will we adopt the totally responsible person mentality and realize we cannot blame anybody else for how we feel, what we do, or the attitude we take? As I stated in the previous devotion yesterday, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter." In my opinion, as Americans, and especially as Christian Americans, we've been silent for way too long regarding things that matter. One of those things is our acceptance of anybody and everybody playing the victim card. In my opinion, for anybody to play the victim card, they must first truly believe they are a victim. And once somebody believes they are a victim, they develop a victim mentality. Buddy, that's stinking thinking right there. And if they hold on to that victim mentality, they will not walk in victory. In America today, we made it more profitable to be the victim than the victor. We have made it more acceptable to whine than shine. Excuses abound, but excuses are all they are. In Proverbs 23:7, my Bible teaches me, "For as he thinketh in his heart, so is he." Remember the little engine who could? If we can dream it, we can achieve it. Philippians 4:13 says, "I can do all things through Christ, which strengtheneth me." And Romans 8:37 says, "In all things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us." On many occasions, one or more of my children have come to me whining, crying, griping, or complaining about something they felt was dreadfully unfair that had occurred in their lives. I told them, Nobody wants to hear that. Did I ever tell you that life was fair? Hey, bad things happen to good people. So put your big boy or your big girl britches on and suck it up and go. Life ain't fair, but it will be exactly what you make it. Nothing more or nothing less. Hey, I refused to let them play the victim card. It's time we, as Americans, stop playing the victim card and suck it up and go. I wonder, as you listen to this devotion today, are you a victim or a victor? Lord, would you help us to stop embracing a victim mentality and stop playing the victim card? Would you remind us that you never promised that life would be fair, and that if there was ever anybody that life treated unfairly and had the right to play the victim card, it was you? However, you refused to play the victim card. You refused to be the victim. You chose to become a victor. Please remind us that you expect us to do the same. And I ask this in your name. Amen.